Hi stamping friends, Jackie Bolhuis from Klompen Stampers. Today we're playing with this fun stamp set called Birds of a Feather. These images just make me giggle. They're so cute. And what's kind of fun about this is there's completely different. We have a hen, a chick, a duck, and a turkey. You can make cards for all different occasions with them. They're just adorable. So what I want to really share with you today is some tips for taking little images. Okay, these are pretty small images, and how you can place them on a card and just fill up the card when you use quite a few layers of cardstock and scraps of designer series paper. We've been talking about scraps a lot. The other day I did a video with the apple and the pumpkin, and with that one, kind of the same as this one. Lots of layers, scraps of designer series paper, made super cute cards. It's still easy. I think sometimes when we see lots of layers, we kind of get a little intimidated and automatically think the card's hard. This one is not hard at all, just more cutting and layering. And as always, over on my blog, and there will be a link down here in the description of the video to take you over there, I will have pictures of all the cards I have to share with you. I think I have 4 different ones. And I'll have pictures of them along with the card recipes and all the colors I use and all of the details. So if you'd like to make them, that'll be all your information that you need. And then if you want to order this adorable stamp set, you can order that while you're over there on the website as well. Lots of tips today for stamping with blends. I have something different that I've never shown you with stamping with blends. I love the blends, and I know many of you are falling in love with them as well. So I want to show you another little tip and trick, I guess, with them. So without further ado, let's go ahead and flip this camera down and let's get stamping. Here's a better look at the stamp set. Aren't they just cute? I mean, they just make me smile. You know, I've always been kind of more of a flower stamping girl, but when I find fun images like this, I just can't refuse them. So, like I said, we are talking about Stampin Blends today, and then we're going to talk about how to use layers and scraps of designer series paper to really make some easy cards that have that big old wow factor. So, with Stampin Blends, as a reminder, you always want to stamp your image with the Memento ink. This is the black you want to use with these alcohol markers. So let's go ahead and we're going to just stamp our little chick here. Give it a few seconds to dry. We'll set that aside. And with the Stampin Blends, in all of the colors, you can purchase individually light and dark, or you can purchase them as a combination light and dark. Now, in most cases, I always use light and dark together. Sometimes those real small little images, I'll use just one. Like here, I think I have the light Bermuda Bay, because what I'm coloring with it is so little, there's not really room to use light and dark. And then we're also going to use just the light crumb cake, and I'll show you why when we get to that point. And then the one that I haven't really talked much about on my videos where I color with blends is what's called the color lifter. It's kind of a clear marker / eraser. It will actually pick up some of the color that you've laid down with these, and you're going to see why I use it on this card when we get to that point. So chick should be dry, and then let's go ahead and color them. Show you my quick and easy tips here. Now, I think there's really not a lot of right and wrong ways for using blends. Everyone kind of develops their own. I personally like to start with light, and if my image is fairly small, I always like to use the more bullet tip, I'll call it. Then I'm going to come with our dark, and I'm going to just put some dark. Let's do his little eyebrows. We'll go down under his beak a little bit, get his wings, and kind of use some of the outlining that a stamp has. You can see the little dashes there, and then we'll just kind of come around that side. So we've got the dark. Then I'm going to come back with my light, and I like to just use little circular motions. And this is where we're blending that dark into the light so we don't have any harsh lines. You know, that's kind of the beauty of the blends versus normal markers, because you don't get those lines. Okay, so there's that part of it. And then we'll come in here, we'll do the same with his tail and his other little wing. We'll put some dark out here at the tip and along the bottom, a little dark on that one. Back to our light. I'm trying to keep my hand out of the way so you can see. Blend those. There is our daffodil. Make sure when you put these caps on, you push them down on the table till you hear the snap. That way you know they're closed. Then let's go ahead. We got Poppy Parade, again, light and dark, and we're gonna color our little Santa hat here. So we'll put down our light. We'll come back with the dark. And this one, I'm gonna kind of go along most of these edges here because we want the color to appear a little bit more dark, but with that little bit of light in it. And come back with the light, go over that, blend it in. And there's our little pop of color for our red hat, so we can close that. And then I said with Bermuda Bay, we just have the light color here because we're going to do the star with that one. And there's not much to shade, so we'll just fill it in that way. Now, are you ready for what I'm going to call the magic on this? I know you've seen other cards where it appears to have kind of an outline around an image to make it pop. I kind of struggled with that before. I tried different ways and I never had results I liked. Well, here we go with the blends. So the light crumb cake. All I'm going to do, and again, hopefully my hand's out of your way, is I'm going to go right around this entire image. We're just outlining them. It's not a perfect line, okay? I'm going to come down, kind of do his little feet here. I keep saying he. Is it a he or is it a she? We'll do that way. And I'm not pressing real hard. I don't want this line to be too wide. And then we'll even come up here around the hat. And what you're going to see too is this white of the hat just totally pops when you do this. So just that thin line of light crumb cake around him. Now, I kind of went one more step. I liked it how it was, but I felt if I came back in with this color lifter, and I'm going to kind of have it on the side, and I'm just running it over that crumb cake. And it's almost like, let's see if I can show you. No, obviously my line's not that big, but I wanted to make sure you see it. But if that was my crumb cake, I'm coming in with the color lifter right over the edge. Can you see that? It's just wet there. But what that's doing, again, it's just kind of softening that crumb cake because we want this just to be a real subtle outline that it just makes the little image pop off. So hopefully that makes sense. Sometimes things I do are hard to describe. And I forgot to go around the star, so we'll do that too. You see, we're just going around and then come back with that lifter and just hit. I'm going right over the edges. And there we go. That is how we are coloring our little chick. The colors will kind of change a little bit as they dry, but I don't know if the camera's really picking it up. Can you see that real subtle outline? It truly makes a difference to get that image to pop up. So, are you ready to see some completed cards? Let me set this aside and grab the cards. Is it cute or what? Now, just like those apple and pumpkin cards I shared with you the other day, I have lots of layers going here. And then because of it being a small image, we want that image to stand out and just add some layers of cardstock and it pops. Now, isn't this kind of deceiving? And again, I don't know if camera's picking it up, but can you see the white on the hat? Doesn't it look way whiter than this? So again, lots of layers. Poppy Parade, Daffodil, Delight, Bermuda Bay. These little stars, there's some small images in the stamp set as well. Just made a background with them. So let's open this up and take a peek at the inside. Enjoy the season. All the stamps used are from the stamp set. So here's our Valentine's one. You can see we just have a background made with the love stamp that's also in there. Use the same colors, okay, as what our cardstock is. We got Flirty Flamingo and Gorgeous Grape. Once again, I'll have all of them listed along with all the measurements for you. So there is that guy. And the pirate for Halloween. Don't they make you smile? I mean, they make me smile. So trick or treat. And finally, we have our Thanksgiving card with our turkey. So can you see all the cards when we look at them? It is truly one simple layout. We have the card base along with a layer, and then we have all of our images that are stamped on a piece of Whisper White and then layered with a few more colors of the cardstock. Add some baker's twine. It really is a quick and easy card. Just got some cutting to do. So again, just hop on over to the website. I will have pictures and all the dimensions so that you can cut all of these. And if you like the stamp set Birds of a Feather, while you're over there, go ahead and place an online order for it. And don't forget to order some blends. If you have not tried the blends yet and you do enjoy coloring, or honestly, if you don't think you enjoy coloring, it's a great way to color. I never liked to color until I discovered the blends, and I color quite often now on my cards. So as always, if you have questions or if you need a Stampin' Up! Catalog, let me know. I'd love to send you a catalog. I'd like to earn your business and be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator if you don't already have one. So until I stamp with you again, have a stamp happy day.